Hello everyone. How are you today? Um, Brought back a few props I haven't had on my table in quite some time, including these smaller plastic gemstones, this little red one, and this clear diamond type one. They're kind of neat and they catch the light and sparkle. But this is something I found that's a little bit new. This is a party favor type thing. Uh, It's got a little treasure chest on it. And on this side is kind of like a representation of Lady Liberty. Anyway, let's get to the point of why I started this. Right off and out of the bat, silver price dropped as soon as the market opened today. Um, but what are you going to do? Well, this junk silver right here tells you what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep buying because sooner or later, with this kind of inflation, the silver's price is going to go up. It's just about has to. And because with 8 or 9% inflation, the price of silver should be higher than it is. Well, technically it is a little bit because how much you have to pay to get circulated silver like this of any kind is higher than what the price should suggest. Because I just looked, the melt price on a 50-cent coin like this is just under $7, which is 14x. You can't buy this for 14x. I mean, I got lucky the other day and was able to buy this little pile of stuff for 14x. But that's still more than 12x. So in these, normally these, they're not worn out too much, run about 10.50, maybe $11 lately. These are usually about 50 cents less, the circulated ones. Now, Washington quarters, about 5.50 maybe. Roosevelt dimes, it could be almost any price. Well, usually less than what Barber coins, or not Barber, but Mercury and Barber coins really. Now this particular Canadian cent, it's a 68. It's got Queen Elizabeth on it, younger queen, and rest in peace. She had a 70-year reign as queen. Anyway, let's talk about this battleship game real quick. It's called Torpedo Shoot or Shot. And you dump out these little ships. You get this little black marble. You set up the board and stuff. And you put these bigger ships like this on the table, and then you shoot the marble. Well, it's a plastic ball, don't weigh much. You shoot it and it hits this peg and pops and makes the ship bounce off the table. I don't remember this particular game from my youth. Now, this also has for your board the smaller, like a travel edition sized one. And this particular aircraft carrier design, they moved the island back quite a bit from the one I remember from being a kid. Now this has, if I can get a hold of them, they're slick. 2 aircraft carriers, of course, big ships, and it's got couple of these that are supposed to be battleships, and then a couple of these little bit smaller ones that are like destroyers, I guess. And then this, I think they're meaning these to be like PT boats or something. However, I could be wrong. Maybe this not this one, not the battleship, but the next biggest one. Maybe it's supposed to be like a cruiser, guided missile cruiser, and this is supposed to be like a destroyer. And of course, it has the classic submarine. But yeah, this was a good game to teach kids strategies and stuff when you were younger because it didn't involve cards. You had a barrier. You did not know where the other player put his stuff. You had to call out numbers and hit their ships and then sink it. So you had to think of strategy and other things. And that was the battleship. But this game was $2.99. It was at a Goodwill. I was looking for the classic battleship. One of them had some kind of electronic one that I also don't remember, and I didn't buy that one because it didn't even have ships quite the same as either one of these things are. But I don't want to talk about the battleship too much longer. Just to say that it was a good game to teach kids strategies and stuff and thinking in a different way than just, oh, I've got a, something on the table here and, cards or something, and or it's a board game where you're moving a piece around a grid, or like Monopoly or something. Monopoly was a good game to teach kids about money, though, except most people start playing it with house rules. And once you start playing with house rules, the underneath of this is kind of shaped almost like the bow usually was on these, or the and stuff. Anyway, let's talk about something else while I'm here. Pull this down. I made a video for this. It's going to go live later. I got in contact with this guy and asked him about, I'm going to turn this and show you, this coin glass bowl. It's a pedestal bowl, and it's got the little things that kind of look like a coin. There's an eagle, a date, and then there's a torch and a star-like thing. He told me that the price that they sold this for, which was $12.50, he said was a good price. So I took his word for it. And when I got home, well, actually, the guy that worked there was saying I could probably list it on eBay and sell it for 20 or 25 bucks, maybe. And when I looked, that's about what price they were asking for him. So I might as well show off a few other coins while I'm talking, because that's kind of what I like to do. Not only is this little stack of coins here and here going in the treasure chest, I'm going to pop this one out and put it in there too, although it's going to stay in this stack and not get jostled around a whole lot, because this thing actually has pretty good details left on it. When you look at it, part of the Liberty's there, the I, B, E, and part of the R is not real well, but the L and T and Y are pretty strong. The back, the rim, it's an old mint. The rim is all pretty much there, so I don't want to wear it out too much more, even though it's already worn. Someone wrote $45. If it didn't have the hole, it was in this kind of shape, probably would be, because this is a bit better looking for the details on it than most of them I've seen that I've bought anyway. I have a 1861 one that probably has at least as good a detail as this one does. This is an 1873 with arrows. Being that it's worn out pretty bad, there's the arrows right next to the date. It's $14. The rim's pretty bad on the back. If it has a mint on it, it's worn off. It could be a Philadelphia. I don't think it's one of the other mints. Now, when you get coins like this that have staples and they're round like that, it can scratch other coins if you have them in a red box, which this is eventually going in, or one of the other, black box, whatever, because I have both. And they make them in other colors too. I think I've seen them in green and brown, and red's probably the most common. I think I've seen blue ones too. All I got is some black ones and red ones. Now, Barber half, this particular one, it's 1906. The rim is all there. Stars all around the front. 13 stars for the colonies. Part of the words in the ribbon are readable. You can read them. It's an old mint, $50. It was $20 because these things got circulated like nobody's business. Look at the 1900 old. Oh, I mean 1900, it's not an old. It's got pretty good detail left on it too. And I flattened the stapler on it earlier. This particular Barber dime has a lot of detail left on it. It does have some kind of toning on it. This is a different kind of two different kinds of staples on it, straight, and then these two with the, don't know why they did that. I guess maybe it's to give the other side something to poke against. Again, you can flatten the staple out. Careful not to grab the coin while you're doing it, especially one that's a little bit better condition looking like this one is. There's the reef and one dime. This is a 1876 seated Liberty dime. It's got pretty good detail left on it. Now, this is telling me someone's watching, but no one's making any comments yet. So we'll move on with the next topic, or the next thing I want to talk about. And that's what I'm going to do with some of these, because I've got a box that's kind of full. Let me move this. And I'm going to grab the bottom. I don't really buy glass items too much, but this has got a sailing ship design on it. It's kind of a nice color too. It's an incense bottle, and it's a 3-mast ship. On the other side, it has an eagle with a shield. So it's kind of like a coin glass theme in a way, because they have eagles and shields on them too, but it's not coin glass. Anyway, we'll move that. All right. I have a black box here that I've been throwing coins in. Now in this are some US coins and some foreign silver, and maybe some that aren't. Oh wait, this ain't the box I thought it was. That box must be in a different place, because what's in this looks like all US coins. But anyway, it's a box like this one. So I'm gonna, here you go. Indian head penny. It has decent details left on it, but Liberty's wiped. 1 cent. Of course, no mint mark. I don't buy a whole lot of Indian head pennies, but I do have several. I thought that one was kind of nice looking. A modern proof nickel. But anyway, what I'm going to do, I'll put that box. I'm going to separate that other box out, take all the US coins out, and put them in a red box that I thought I brought over here. Oh, here it is. This is a completely empty. I bought it used, but it's not very used. In fact, it hardly even, well, it's got a little bit of edge wear on the lid. But I'm going to put US coins in this probably. Fill it up. It's 9-inch box. And I still think silver needs to be going up and not down. It's dropped too much in my opinion. But what can you do about it? This, I went to a Mexican restaurant today. One I go to quite often. Hadn't been there for a little while. It's a 2018 2 peso Mexican coin that the guy gave to me. Now, I don't know exactly why he gave it to me. He's just kind of friendly, though. I've seen him in the store for probably about 6 years. You know, every time I go there, he's almost always there. He's kind of the manager now. But he gave this to me for nothing. And that was kind of cool. And I don't know that he knows I have a YouTube channel. I don't think I've really mentioned that to him. Maybe I did, though. I can't remember. But he gave me this, and I'm happy that he gave it to me for nothing. It's nice when people will give you something that they know you like. Like I went to a different restaurant, and they gave me this, and it's an Israeli coin set. And it's got 10 coins in it. It's hard to show them on this card, but it's got it set up to where you can actually see both sides. And they were going to sell it at a yard sale, but they know I like coins, so they gave it to me. I have to pay nothing for it. This also tells you what the composition of all the coins were. Most were copper or copper nickel. There's a couple bronze and aluminum. And tells you when they were issued. The last one in the set was 84. One of them, the 10 Pruta, I guess that's how that's pronounced, was only a 1949. Then they made a 50 Pruta, 100 Pruta, 25 Agarat, half lira, 1 lira, a new Agarat, another, 10 new Agarat. That's hard to say. And then 1 chic wheel, I guess. And it was issued from 81 to 85. It doesn't look like most of these overlapped a whole lot. I mean, the first group ran from 49 to 55, and then the next group wasn't made till 71, 63, and they all ran to right around 1980, 81, 80. And then the last set, all of them ran from 80 to 85. But it was kind of neat to get this for nothing. I mean, you can get something for nothing, and that's kind of cool because you don't often get stuff for nothing. Anyway, I do have some other stuff to do, and at the moment, no one's made a comment. But I am going to go ahead and point this out. AG Stacker 1776. He's got a YouTube channel. Check him out. Frosty has a YouTube channel. He sent me this and that sticker. This guy also has a coin channel. Old Country Coin Collector. Go and check their channels out. And if you like their content, go ahead and subscribe. And now I got a couple other stickers from Frosty and AG Stacker that I want to show real quick too. Liberty Bell AG stackers. The mono kind of colorful. And then Frosty sent me this other one. Anyway, what I'm going to talk about now is one of the other channels that I've been watching videos for over a year now. Just posted a video. His aunt passed away, and then I think it was his cousin had a car crash and got burned badly. And he talks about it a little bit. And I put a thing on my community about it in his video. If you got time, watch his video. And if you can help him in any way, shape, or form, help him. Even if it's just swing by his video and watch it and then make a comment, sorry for your loss, and something like that. And he does quite a few videos, and he picks some really nice coins, and he's a coin dealer, and he makes videos too. But that's the last thing really I wanted to talk about for now. I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream because, like I said, I do have some other stuff I need to do. And I'm going to wish you all a good night, and I will see you next time.